Another powerful lever for improving mental health is managing the body's energy systems, specifically the mitochondria. These tiny organelles are often called the powerhouses of cells, but that label doesn't fully capture their importance. They don't just produce energy, they influence cell survival, signaling, and even the way genes are expressed. When mitochondrial function declines, the effects ripple outward, impairing brain performance in subtle but significant ways. I've worked with patients whose psychiatric symptoms, whether it was ADHD, bipolar disorder, or even early signs of cognitive decline, improved after targeted strategies to support mitochondrial health. This might involve specific nutrients like CoQ10, creatine, or certain amino acids that directly fuel mitochondrial energy production. It can also mean lifestyle habits that encourage mitochondrial repair, such as regular physical activity, intermittent fasting, or deliberate exposure to mild stressors like cold showers, which stimulate resilience. One fascinating area of research shows that mitochondrial dysfunction can amplify the impact of psychological stress. When energy production in brain cells falters, it becomes harder to regulate emotions, resist impulsive behavior, or maintain concentration. Essentially, your mental bandwidth shrinks. But when mitochondrial function is optimized, people tend to bounce back faster from setbacks, think more clearly under pressure, and sustain their attention for longer periods. There are also compelling connections between mitochondrial health and certain psychiatric medications. Some drugs may unintentionally disrupt mitochondrial function, which could explain why side effects like fatigue or cognitive dulling occur in some patients. On the other hand, interventions that strengthen mitochondria can sometimes reduce the need for higher medication doses or make existing treatments work more effectively. This is why I always encourage a layered approach, combining the right medical care with nutrition, movement, and habits that protect the brain's energy systems. We shouldn't be thinking in terms of mind versus body. They are parts of the same system, and mitochondrial health is one of the key bridges connecting them. When you take care of that bridge, you open up possibilities for healing that go far beyond symptom management. As I reflect on all these factors, one theme keeps coming back. Mental health is not just about treating symptoms. It's about restoring the foundation that allows the brain to function at its best. This means building a lifestyle that consistently supports metabolic and neurological health, rather than relying on quick fixes. Sleep, for example, is a cornerstone that cannot be replaced. Without sufficient quality sleep, even the best diet and supplements can only do so much. Sleep is when the brain clears out waste products, consolidates memories, and resets emotional regulation. Protecting that time by maintaining a consistent sleep schedule, avoiding late-night light exposure, and creating a quiet, dark sleeping environment is one of the most cost-effective interventions we have. Equally important is the role of stress management. Chronic stress bathes the brain in cortisol and other stress hormones, which over time can shrink areas responsible for learning and memory. Practices like meditation, breathing exercises, and even simple hobbies can act as a buffer, giving the nervous system space to recover. It's not about eliminating all stress. That's impossible. But about developing rhythms that allow recovery to happen regularly. I've also learned to caution people against the all-or-nothing mindset. Improving mental health through lifestyle changes is rarely about massive overhauls done overnight. More often, it's about small, consistent adjustments that compound over time. Adding an extra serving of vegetables, walking an additional 10 minutes a day, going to bed half an hour earlier. These small shifts can accumulate into major transformations when practiced consistently. Ultimately, my message is this: your brain is a living, physical organ that responds to how you treat your body. By nourishing it with the right foods, supporting it with restorative habits, and protecting it from unnecessary harm, you create conditions where true mental well-being can take root. And when the foundation is strong, everything else, from therapy to medication to personal growth, can build upon it more effectively.